Hello everybody. So today I've got something quite cool to report. I ended up having my biggest day, getting short full-size bins on the Pfizer comment on the vaccine. So yeah, that's my little bit of news to share. Right now I'm about to make a cup of tea and then I'm going to head upstairs. I'm going to talk about something like a question I get asked quite often when new people join our floor that want to ask about profiles, and they'll ask about like P profiles and B profiles and what they mean about like liquidation and short covering. So we'll go over that and try and dispel a few rumors and build a bit of understanding. So I'll make this and then we'll see you back at the desk.
Alright, so here we're looking at the S&P. And these are handle profiles, so each one is like a full dollar in the S&P, each TPO. So what we can see up here is the all-time high, then here we've got Thanksgiving Day, and then the market sold off. And you can see here after the Omicron fears and the sell-off, we've got B profile, B profile, B profile. Now the typical understanding of those is a liquidation, so we've got to ask ourselves, well, could this be a liquidation? And well, in this context, probably. And since we're talking about P and B profiles, then we also have a few P profiles as well. So there's one here, which is a bit of a squeeze, which is also, like a possible correct interpretation after the prior day offered from afar and closed weekly. So everybody on this day would have been getting short if they were putting on new positions. So it sort of makes sense that could be a squeeze. And also this B profile here has a potential auction completion, and then the next day is a bit of a P profile, and then again the following day. So they also make sense, if the market was getting short in here, that then these P profiles represent short squeezes. All right, and now to look at some cases where it's maybe not so clear. Here we're looking at oil, Globex session over the same period as the S&P. So again, you had that sell-off on the new variant. And then this profile here is really the interesting one. So maybe quickly, this one's like a B as well. So you can see it kind of sold off in the same way as the S&P. But here, this is what's interesting. So if I split this profile out, this is how we made the lows over OPEC. And you can see here that we had this balance. The market traded lower, and then found buyers and rejected trade lower and closed higher again, sort of re-accepting in that balance and actually closing quite strong. So this day here, even though it looks like a P profile, which we interpreted on the other with the SPU as being a short squeeze, this day's more like a rejection if you really think about what's happened during the day. So the shape doesn't always necessarily mean that liquidation or squeeze is the best interpretation of the profile. Okay, so I just gave you a quick taster of some understanding of basic profiles. There's obviously more to this, so go and check out elitetraderworkshop.com. That gives you a bit of an introduction to what we offer here at Axia Futures. There is a lot to understand here. We've just barely scratched the surface. So if you want to dig into that, go and check that out. And if you're enjoying these vlogs, please like and subscribe to keep up to date as we bring out new ones. Awesome, everybody. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.